Hello, my darlings. I hope you all are doing well. I don't know what the hell happened there at the beginning where it just was blank for a bit and then the intro started. Who knows? But we are here now. We are going to have a little talk about how Harry always constantly, like, when you think this fool cannot be any more of a fool, cannot be any more of an idiot, could not put his big ass feet in his mouth. It like I'm at a loss for words. I think you could tell here I'm at a complete loss for words here. And the thing is that Harry at his big old age, this kind of behavior is not cute. It's not cheeky. It's not funny. It's gross. It borderlines what some offices, what some workplaces would even call harassment, right? So let me show you what I am talking about here, because while Harry was on his trip to to the Ukraine. Oh, here we go, John. Thank you, my darling. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. He says, every time we think Harold can't be more stupid, he proves he is the dumbest person alive. He truly does. Remember, I always say you could put a rock or a brick next to Harry and that thing would come off as being the next Albert Einstein. Anyone next to Harry would be considered smart because this guy is a complete idiot. This guy has no idea how to talk to people if he's not cutting them down, if he's not bullying them, if he's not degrading them in some form or method, if he's not making them feel like an ass. So what am I saying here? So what am I talking about? Dumb or just that arrogant? Both. He's a dumbass who is truly arrogant. That's what it is. Let me tell you guys, let me show you guys here, because this is ridiculous. So Harry, while he was in the Ukraine, he met this couple. And this couple were about to get married. So while this 41-year-old man with 2 alleged children was doing his pseudo royal tour of the UK, and he went over to Ukraine despite always claiming he's in danger and fearful of his life. So while he was attending an event that was reportedly organized by the Invictus Games, Harry meets this couple. This couple were chatting with them, and during their conversation, the couple shook hands with Harry and mentioned, and Harry actually, because he was probably told this, that the couple were getting married the next day, the following day. So what does Harry do? He asks them like, oh, how long have you known each other? They respond back, oh, for like 9 years. You know, the usual, very easygoing questions, right? That you would expect. Oh, if you told your patron, the face of Invictus, how long you were going to get married, it's small talk, right? It's small talk that is acceptable, that shows that you are interested and that you are like, oh, that's congratulations. Like, just give them their well wishes and move on. But what does Harry do? Just when you think that Harry couldn't be so much of an ass, this is what Harry does. Listen to this clip.
Is it because you both have braces?
Yeah. It's like magnet.
No? When you kiss, you don't get stuck?
No.
Is it because you both have braces?
Yeah. It's like magnet.
No? When you kiss, you don't get stuck?
No.
What an idiot. Let me play this one more time. Look at this 41-year-old man asking 2 grown individuals, and these people need to laugh because, oh, it's what are you going to do? 41-year-old man is asking you, oh, when you kiss, do you guys get stuck? What? Listen to this again.
Is it because you both have braces?
Yeah. It's like magnet.
No? When you kiss, you don't get stuck?
Disgusting. Absolutely. You know what they would call this these days in a lot of work environments? I know YouTube's going to get upset that I said this word, but these days that would be classified as sexual assault, would it not? Sexual harassment. Sorry, not assault, harassment. That is definitely harassment, is it not? That definitely is. Now, just imagine, number one, you're a 41-year-old man. You're someone who is constantly positioning yourself as a global advocate for veterans. You went over to Ukraine to advocate that you are going to help the injured Ukrainians in the conflict zone. And then you turn around and you make these kinds of inappropriate, immature, absolutely vile jokes to be thinking that it's funny. It's not funny. It's rude, and it's a clear intrusion into this couple's intimate life. It also embarrasses them. Harry is someone who doesn't want anyone to ask him about his phantom children, gets pissed off. Remember at Well Child, he got upset when a little child asked him a question about Archie. Remember, he had quite the visible change in his demeanor, but yet here he wants to get sexual with two other complete strangers and embarrass them. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, imagine if someone asked him that. He would throw a fit. Oh, they landed in London. That's great. That's good that they've landed safely. I can't wait for the state visit for the next 3-4 days. I'm excited. But yeah, let me just get back to this. But this is just complete low life behavior. Now, this reminds me of like when I was in like grade 6. When I was in grade school and we had crushes on boys and some of the girls, I didn't have braces, knock wood. I was a lucky girl to bypass not having braces, retainer, headgear, you name it. Well, my parents should be thanking their wallets and everything, right? But thankfully, I didn't have to deal with that. But the girls that did have it, we were joking. We would pick on them, be like, ooh, if you made out with your crush, you guys would get stuck together like that. Remember, it would be like Lainey and Mary sitting in, or Lainey and Morris sitting in a tree. KISSING. It's total grade school behavior. It is absolutely ridiculous. You think this is good behavior from a patron? If Harry wants to go on and position himself as someone who can advocate for veterans, acting in this kind of manner is not acceptable. You've gone to a country where most of it is war torn. The civilians have gone through hell and who knows what else. And you are, instead of supporting them or highlighting why this couple is here or why they are a part of Invictus, you bully them, you make fun of them, you harass them, and you embarrass him. That's what you're doing. You're embarrassing them. This is why the royal family kept Harry on a tight leash. This is why Harry was never allowed to go on these kinds of events or royal engagements without someone being by his side 24/7 to direct him. What do you say? What do you ask? How do you speak to people? Harry doesn't know how to deal with people because he doesn't have manners. He has never been taught basic decency and how to treat others. This is not royal behavior at all, in my opinion. In my opinion, not at all. Harry is an idiot. He is a complete idiot. This is not funny. And the way that the media is trying to spin it, let me show you here real quick. Let me show you. Hold on. Where's the article? There it is. Look at this. They're trying to spin it as Prince Harry pokes fun at Ukrainian couple wearing braces as he cheekily questions their kissing technique. That is gross. Why is your patron questioning you about your kissing technique? No, write the correct headline. Write it how it's supposed to be. Ask the real questions is what I'm saying. And now the real headline, in my opinion, should be something along the lines of Prince Harry sexually harassed and bullied Ukrainian couple by asking them inappropriate questions. How about that? But then also, you know what, guys? It makes me wonder because if you guys don't remember, let me pull up an image here for you. I wonder if it is some kind of core memory that Prince Harry had. I wonder if he asked that question if they get stuck. Because if you don't remember, now look, we all know that Prince Harry and Princess Eugenie are quite close, right? Prince Harry, when he was young, he had braces. Despite his teeth still looking like shit right now, he had braces. But you know who else had braces, my darlings? Let me just show you here. And they had braces at the same exact time. Princess Eugenie. Princess Eugenie and Prince Harry had braces. Now I wonder, I don't know, were these two cousins that were trying to kiss or something and maybe they got stuck together at one point? This is just me making an observation, me just asking some questions because it's very odd that you would just go and ask something like that of a couple. Oh, have you gotten stuck before? Well, Harry, did that happen to you and Eugenie? Is that a story that we need to know about? Is that something that has happened? Are you guys kissing cousins from Alabama? No offense to Alabama or anything, but it's just a question here. Kissing cousins for sure. They are close. They've always been super close. And who knows? It is a question that I did wonder. It's not like I'm making anything up or anything. It is a legit question. Why would Harry right away ask about if these two adults are getting stuck because of their braces if that is not something that has occurred to him in the past? Did that bring up a core memory, just like him applying Elizabeth Arden cream to his todger reminded him of the days when Diana used to rub cream on his undescended testicle before he had a quote unquote hernia operation? You guys remember that, right? When he was little, Harry's alleged hernia operation, and Diana claimed that she slept on the floor at the hospital. Yeah, right. Like I'm supposed to believe that Diana slept on the floor of a hospital. Let me pull this out real quick. It's just Molly wants us to throw up. I'm not trying to. My apologies, Silver Lady. I'm not trying to make you throw up, but these are just questions that I ask. Like, if he has braces, Eugenie has braces, why would he go on and ask this couple right away, oh, have you ever gotten stuck when you kiss? And people have to laugh because he is Prince Harry. He's not funny, but yeah. Molly, he doesn't like anyone being critical of him, but he likes to do it to other people. He likes to bully other people, and he knows that he can get away with it. It's just like when he wrote in Spare, and let me pull up this tweet of mine. Katie, everything I'm showing you is on my Twitter account here. So just a FYI. I'm going to try and find this. It's scrolled a little bit further down. Here we go. Let me pull this up here. Let me close this and this. Okay, let me show you this because this is absolutely ridiculous. Harry, when he wrote Spare, he talked about how he would punch and smack his own bodyguards across the head, knowing that they couldn't react back, knowing that they couldn't do anything. And yet it reminds me of the story that Taylor Hawkins told of Prince Harry when he smacked him across the face for when he said he was jet lagged. Hold on, let me find this. I posted this here. Silly mole. I thought I had it queued up, but I didn't. So it's within one of my replies. Let me turn this off so I can turn it off so I won't make any of you guys sick from vertigo. But when I'm done making my points here, I'm going to show you guys some images from the Duchess of Kent's funeral. Some of the images, like, oh, you see the Duke of Kent and it's just so heartbreaking. It just makes you want to cry. It's so sad. But right now, I just want to make a new butthole for Harry is what I want to do. Harry deserves to have a new anus ripped by me because none of this behavior that he is putting on is cute. It wasn't even cute when he was young, when he was in his 20s, him acting aloof and stupid and crossing the boundaries. I never really found that to be cute or adorable or cheeky or anything. I was just like, this is a brat. This is just a spoiled brat that we can't, no one can control because he's a prince and he's gotten away with dumb things before. That's who he is. Oh, here it is, Katie. Let me grab the link for you here so I can share it in the chat. Here you go, my dear. And I'm going to show this to you guys. It reminds me of this story that was shared by Taylor Hawkins. Rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. But he shared this story about when he met Prince Harry, and Prince Harry assaulted him. Watch this.
Are you hanging with Prince Harry? What is that like?
We have hung out with him before.
Really? And what do you guys do?
Taylor in the face one time. How hard was that smack in the face?
Pissed me off, actually.
Why, you didn't bow to him or something? What happened?
No,
you didn't bow?
we literally were doing something similar to this, but not similar to this. We were playing somewhere in England, and we had just flown over and literally had 2 hours sleep, and we were doing a show in some ambassador's backyard or something. And he walked in, Harry, and then a bunch of his people around him, and he goes, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "I can't wake up. So tired. I gotta play. I can't wake up." He just goes, "Bam!"
What the?
And I went.
He must have hit him pretty hard too, because I don't think a guy would mention a story like this unless if it was just a little tap, right? I don't think he would say anything. But if it was an actual, I'm going to smack you across the face, if his face and body turned, that's a pretty hard hit. And for you to go around and act like you're okay to put your hands and assault someone, that tells you what kind of POS Harry truly is.
I can't wake up. He just goes, "Bam!"
What the?
And I went, "You mother!" And then it's two guys are right there. And he's like, "You awake now?" or something like that. I'm like, "Yeah."
Are you hanging with?
Dude, that's crazy, hey? Isn't that wild? Harry is the type of person who should have definitely been put over the knee and smacked around a couple times. That's what he needed. Harry has always gone around bullying people, treating them horribly. Do you guys not remember the story of the Eton classmate Harry had that he bullied so much that he ended up dropping out of Eton and leaving? Harry has always been a POS. Harry, I've always said, it is my opinion that Harry is a worse deviant and a menace than, say, Andrew has been painted out to be. Look, I'm no fan of Prince Andrew. I don't think highly of that oaf. I think he's just as much of a putz that Harry is. But I think Harry is not only abusive, but he's a sexual deviant. And I think that the palace has covered up a lot about his past. And now he's acting like a victim. I can't wait for all the nonsense about Harry to come out. That is what I want to know. Sweet Tea, thank you so much for the super sticker, my darling. That's very sweet of you and generous of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, Harry and Andrew, two miscreants that were born in the same degenerate pod. That's what I think of the two of them. But I think Harry is the abusive type. We have heard stories of Harry putting his hands on people, especially when he was serving in Afghanistan. When he would go out, we heard the stories about that. Thank you, sweetie. Much love to you. And thank you, John. And thank you, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate you guys being here so much. Christy says, and a pawn for some very dangerous people in our politics. Look, I wouldn't be surprised that Harry has attended some parties with some individuals, you know, like at the very beginning with like when Tyler Perry and Oprah moved them to Montecito. I'm sure Harry has gotten drunk and ran his mouth to people in those high-end elite circles. I believe Harry has probably mentioned things like they mentioned in Omid Scobie's book. Harry and Meghan were quick to divulge things and secrets about how many stairs there are to the front of William and Catherine's Anmer Hall house, or where exactly the underground vault in Buckingham Palace, which houses all of the jewels in the palace, is. I mean, they give you details on specific areas where they claim none of the courtiers even knew about. This is espionage from the inside. This is Harry setting up his own family from the inside. I will give Andrew the credit that he does shut up. He lives his life, but Andrew wants to be coddled too. Harry is an idiot because he is being like he's having his strings pulled by Meghan. He does what Meghan says because he is now Meghan's bitch. That's all I have to say. But this is not good behavior, and I wish that the press would call it what it is. It's not being cheeky. It's not being funny. It's not that Harry is being cutesy or anything with veterans or people who are competing in the Invictus Games. Just imagine you're a patron. Imagine a CEO of a company this day and age going and saying to one of his coworkers, "Oh, you and I have braces. You want to get stuck with me?" You would get sued for sexual harassment. You would. Stephen, thank you, darling, says, Lady C confirmed that Diana had her eating problem carrying Harry, which caused him to be cognitive and intellectual deficient, hence his behavior. Well, didn't Diana try and throw herself down some stairs too and cause a miscarriage? I mean, that does, I'm sure the stress and everything does cause issues to a growing fetus. Thank you, Stephen, my darling. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Harry is not all there. And like I've always said, I will always give Meghan credit and thank her. Look, round of applause for Meghan, because I am a fair individual. I call shit how it is, but I will give credit where credit is due. And I give credit to Meghan for showing us, exposing Harry for the jackass he is, for the degenerate that he is, who doesn't know how to control his mouth. The fact that he goes around making these kinds of sexual comments towards complete strangers tells you a lot about who he is. Completely. Absolutely. Katie says, this is the best community on YouTube. Thank you, Katie, my amazing mod who has been a member for 20 months. You are I love you, girl. I love you all to the moon and back. You have no idea. And Rainbow, thank you for the super sticker, my darling. I'm very, very appreciative and very grateful. Monster is sleeping and snoozing here with me right now because Monster was up last night, all night long, having a party. I said he was being a slut. Who knows? But now he is snoozing away, passed out. So I'm going to, after this live, go over to the pet store and grab them a treat. Maybe grab some candy for myself because those jumbo sour keys are getting to me and I need something different. But thank you all so much for the super chats and super stickers. But before I go here, let me once again show you who is the patron for the Invictus Games and the types of comments that he makes towards other veterans, other individuals. Instead of showing them respect and pumping them up and boosting their ego, making them feel special, Harry is the type of person where he will embarrass you so he can get a couple laughs out of people. He is an idiot.
Is it because you both have braces?
It's like magnet.
When you kiss, you don't get stuck?
Alexis.
I don't know, Harry, did you and Eugenie once get stuck when you kissed? It's just a question, just wondering, and maybe you all should wonder that too. I don't know. Anyways, my darlings, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go buy Monster some treats. I'm going to go buy some cleaning stuff for the house because, you know, having a gremlin running around in school, this little boy of mine comes home covered in dirt, tells me he was making dirt piles with the other boys in class during their lunch breaks. Yeah. I am very like, I need to clean the house constantly, so I need to go buy some cleaning supplies. I love you all so much. Thank you, every single one of you, for being here. Thank you for not policing me on my opinions and letting me have free speech, just as I allow you all to voice your opinions and have your free speech here in my comment section. And I always say, look, whatever your opinions are, we may or may not agree at some point or another, but that doesn't mean that I hate you. That doesn't mean that I'm going to tell other people to stop following you or to stop being friends with you. And anyways, whoa, Duchess Francis says, I have 5 sons. Oh my goodness. Okay, I bow down. Bow down, bow down. Look, I have 1 little boy, and that is more than enough for me. Round of applause for you who has 5 sons. You've probably seen it all with eating the dirt, playing in like mud puddles. It all, yeah, I've seen it all. That is crazy. I've got a lot of respect for people who have more than 1 child because I've got 1 and the fur baby, and I'm just like pulling my hair out some days, okay? Lots of respect for you for raising 5 incredible sons, Duchess Francis. That is amazing. Much love to you. That's amazing. That is incredible. Anyways, yeah, see, I give credit where credit is due, guys. I am a fair individual. Anyways, my darlings, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I wish the media would call Harry's behavior what it is. I don't find this to be cheeky. I don't find this to be funny. These days, that is called sexual harassment. So call it what it is. It's bullying too, okay? Anyways, my loves, I gotta go. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.